Hey guys, we have a cross-training strength workout today, so let's go ahead and get started. Our first exercise is going to be a lunge. So go ahead, bring your feet together. We're going to take a big step back, sink down into the lunge, come up, step your feet together, and switch. So when I'm down in my lunge, my shoulders are stacked on top of my hips, so I'm kind of upright. My knees are going to be making 90-degree angles. My front knee is going to be in line with my ankle. Nice job. So if you want a little bit more in this lunge, we've got an option. You're going to step back, sink down, and then twist towards your front knee. Come in and step it together. So again, it'll be back, down, twist towards your front knee, and then step up and in. So you can add that twist, starting to work through your obliques and your core, getting in a little bit of balance, or you can just stick with that lunge. Either option is fine. But we're going to be here for a few more seconds, and then we're going to move on to our next exercise. So today we have 3 sets of 3 exercises, and we'll go through each twice. All right, last lunge right here, and then we're going to move on. Exercise number 2 is hip hinge. So go ahead and take your hands behind your ears, brace your core, and then we're going to lean forward and then stand up. So that's it for exercise number 2, just a simple hip hinge. But what we're going to do here, you're going to send your hips back just a little bit, maybe take a slight bend in your knees as you come forward, and then brace your core as you lift up. So as you can see, there's a straight line from my head all the way down through my hips, and I'm keeping that still. So I'm not bending over, but my back is going to stay strong and flat as I do this hinge and as I lift up. So if you want a little bit more, you can extend your arms beside your ears to increase your lever. Nice job. And if you want even more, then 1 foot at a time can lift in that hinge and then come up. And then you'll switch. Other foot lifts and comes up. So it's your choice, your option here. You can stick with both feet on the ground, or you can add that balance. All right, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, so for this next exercise, go ahead and just start with squats. So squatting down and up, you're going to send your hips back. You're light on your toes. Your knees are directly in line with your ankles, so they're not coming forward. You can stay here with these squats, or your other option is going to be squat. Bring your hands down to the mat, walk out into a plank, and then walk back through that squat and lift up. So it'll be squat down, walk your hands out, walk your hands back, and then lift up through that squat. Now, one more option is going to be to add a push-up once you're in that plank. So the choice is yours. You can stick with that squat, you can come out to a plank, or you can even add on that push-up. Nice job. So we're going to be here for a few more seconds, and then we're going to go through these 3 exercises one more time. Nice work. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, so we're going to come back to the lunge, option to add the twist. So go ahead and start with the lunge, step back, sink down, option to twist open towards your front leg, and then come up together. Step back, sink down, option to twist, and then come up and together. So you have control of the speed of the pace of what you're doing today. So you can take it a little bit faster to get your heart rate up, or you can keep it nice and slow and really focus on the strength. Awesome work. So this is the last time we will see the lunge and twist today. We are on round 2 of our first set of 3. Nice job. You've got about 15 seconds left. So strong 90-degree angles in your knees. Nice work. All right, last lunge. And then we'll move on to hip hinge. So you have plenty of options here. I'm going to start with my hands beside my ears, bending forward. My back is really strong here. So the only thing I'm doing is hinging forward at the hips, right? My back is strong and still. And then if you want, you can extend your arms beside your ears. And if this isn't enough for you, pick up one leg at a time. Good, but the motion is still the same, hinging over at the hips, and then strong to come back to standing. Nice work with this hip hinge. Good, a few more seconds here. Make sure you're breathing. Back is strong. Think about pushing your hips forward to come back up to standing. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so we're gonna come back to those squats. Remember, you've got a lot of options here. You can stick with the squats, or you can go ahead and squat, bring your hands down to the mat, walk out. Option to add the push-up. Walk your hands back through that squat and up to standing. So again, the choice is yours, where you want to go today. Good, but we have strong squats here and also strong planks from your shoulders all the way down to your knees or your toes. Excellent work. I can definitely feel this one. Using your exhale and always engaging our core. Nice job. We're here for a few more seconds. And then we will move on to set 2. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. All right. Grab some water, and then we'll move on to our second set of 3 exercises. So when you're ready, come to the front of your space. We're going to start by standing on our left foot and take your right foot back behind you. So go ahead and bend into your left knee. We're going to take our chest, and we're going to hinge forward in our hips. So we have a nice strong line from our head all the way down through our heel. Next, what we're going to do is take this right foot, tap it in, and tap it out. So I'm trying to keep everything else in my body really still as I tap my right foot in and out. There's still a bend in my left knee. So your option is to stay right here, and this is already definitely quite challenging, or you can add a pattern. It'll be 1 tap in, 1 tap out, and then rise and balance. Step back. 1 tap in, 1 tap out. Push through your left foot to rise to standing. Push through your in, 1 tap out. Push down through your left foot to come up to standing. So in this exercise, we're really working through the glutes on our left side. 1 tap in, 1 tap out, and then if you're balancing, also engaging all of those core muscles. Very good. 1 tap in, 1 tap out, and then option to balance. And remember, if you don't like this balance, just stick with tapping your foot in and out. That is totally fine as well. So whatever works for you today. All right, we've got a few more seconds on this side, and then we're gonna switch. 1 tap in, 1 tap out, and then option to balance. Good, all right, and let's switch sides. So go ahead and this time, plant your right foot, step your left foot way back behind you. We're gonna bend into our right knee, keep our left leg straight, and then we're gonna hinge the hips just a little bit. So my chest is kind of over my knee. And there's a straight line from my head all the way down to my foot. So let's start just with those taps. So bringing my left foot this time in and out. So starting to really feel the work in my right glute. Awesome. So again, you can stay here, or if you want to add on to this side, it'll be one tap in, one tap out. Push through your right foot, come up to standing and balance. So one foot in, one tap out, and then push up to standing. Standing tall and strong, really bringing your chest up for that nice tall stance. One tap in, one tap out, and then lift up. Woo. Definitely engaging your core to balance. Excellent work. Good. Nice job. So we have a few more seconds here, and then we will move on to our third exercise in this set. I can definitely feel this in my glutes. I hope you guys can too. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, exercise number 3, we're gonna start again with squats. So just go ahead into that squat, and then your option here is gonna be to add on a balance. So squat down. One option is gonna be to lift up onto your toes as you come up out of that squat. So starting to get a little bit of balance on our tiptoes as we lift up our heels. And remember, if this doesn't feel good to you, just stick with those squats. Another option is going to be to come up and lift one leg. So squat down and then rise up, bringing one foot with you. So I'm going to squat down and then push through my right to lift my left. Squat down, push through my left to lift my right. So you can go with either of those balance options or neither. That's totally fine, but choose what feels good for you today. So squat down and then push up, rise up, stand tall, engage your core to help you balance. Nice job. We're gonna be here for a few more seconds, and then we're gonna do this set of 3 one more time. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, so come back to that lunge. Again, we're going to start standing on our left foot. Right foot comes back. Go ahead and hinge forward. So there's a straight line from your head all the way down through that heel. Slight bend into your left knee. And then our right foot taps in and out. So again, you can stay here with this tap, or you can switch to that pattern with the balance. So that's going to be one tap in, one tap out, push down, rise up to balance. Step it back. One tap in, one tap out, push down through your left foot, rise up to balance. Step back. Good. So the choice is yours wherever you want to be today. Tap it in, tap it out, or add that balance. So this is the last time we'll see this exercise on the left foot. Excellent work today, you guys. This one is definitely tough. Make sure you're engaged. The foot back and forth on the mat or on the ground. We're going to be here for a few more seconds, and then we'll switch to the other side. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, so go ahead and stand strong on your right foot. Put a bend in the knee. Step back with your left. Hinge forward, so there's a straight line from your head all the way down through your heel. And then we'll start just by taking the left foot in and out with those taps, engaging your core to keep the rest of your body really still. Now, if you want to add on the pattern, it'll be one tap in, one tap out, and then push to rise to standing. One tap in, one tap out, and then rise to standing. So as I come to standing, I'm straightening my right knee, lifting my chest up, trying to find some balance. I have the wobbles on this side. Good, engage your core. And it's okay if your leg doesn't come up very far in the balance. Nice work. We're really focusing on pushing down through our right foot. Okay, just a few more seconds here. And we're gonna move on to exercise number 3 in the set, squat and balance. Good, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, come to that squat. So let's just start with our regular squats, sending our hips back and down behind us. And then, if you want, remember you have 2 options for your balance here. You can come up on your toes as you rise out of the squat, or your other option is going to be to lift one knee at a time. So pushing down through your opposite foot as you lift your knee. The choice is yours, wherever you want to be today. I think I'm going to get a few more on my tiptoes. Good, but you're still thinking about really engaging your core to help you balance and come up out of that squat. So remember, your knees are staying in line with your ankles as you drop down into the squat, engaging your core. Big exhale to rise up. We're here for a few more seconds, and then we'll move on to exercise, or to our set number 3, our last set. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right, for set number 3, we're gonna be down on our mat. So grab some water, and then join me down on the mat. Okay, so for our first exercise, go ahead and come to tabletop position. So hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, and then lift your knees right up off the mat. So this is option 1, to stay here hovering on hands and knees. So I'm trying to keep my knees just like an inch or 2 above the mat. If it looks easy, it's definitely challenging. My core is engaged, my quads are working. Now, if you want a little bit more from here, slowly with control, 1 foot at a time, it's going to tap back. So if you're not in this quad hover, go ahead and join me here with the option to tap 1 foot at a time. Reach it back behind you and tap it. So controlling this movement with your core, really bracing everything here, taking some deep breaths. And if you have to set your knees down and take a break, that is totally fine. Nice job. So lift your chin up off your chest. I like to say, look at the front of your mat. But what I want you to do here, if you don't have a mat, is just make sure that your neck is in line with the rest of your spine. So you're looking down and forward instead of between your legs. Good. A few more seconds. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right. So for this next exercise, come forward into a plank. You can be on your toes or on your knees. I'll go ahead and start on my knees. We're going to do 1 push-up, and then you're going to open up to a side plank. Reach for the sky. Come back to the ground, 1 push-up, and then open up to a side plank. Reach for the sky. Again, 1 push-up, and then open up, reach for the sky. So your choice, you can be on your toes or on your knees, maybe on the knees for your push-up, and then coming to your feet for side plank, whatever feels good to you today. So big, strong push-ups here, Again, keeping your chin up off your chest, looking forward instead of between your arms. Awesome work. We have a few more seconds here, and then we will be moving on to our very last exercise. We'll repeat these last 3 exercises one more time. Strong push-ups. I know that they're tough. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Come all the way down onto your stomach. And we'll start with our hands close by. What we're going to do here is just lift and lower your chest. So we're starting to work into our back. If this feels good on your back, you can take your arms to 90-degree angles. So if this feels good, then your option is going to be to lift, reach, pull, and drop down. Lift, reach, pull, drop down. Lift, reach, pull, and drop down. If that doesn't feel good on your back, then just stick with those lifts. We definitely have to be careful with our backs. We only have one, but we also want to try and strengthen them. It's important when we strengthen our abs to also strengthen our back. Nice job. So you can lift, reach, pull, and drop, or just lift and lower. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, come back to hands and knees. We're going to do that quad hover one more time. These 3 exercises once more. All right, so go ahead, tuck your toes under and lift your knees up off the ground. My chin is up off my chest, so I'm looking down and forward, bracing my core. And the option is going to be, with control, to take one foot at a time and tap it back behind me. So really working through my quads, really working through my core. Make sure you're still breathing here. All right, so we have 3 exercises. One more time each. You guys got it. Good. So you're doing this with a lot of control, bringing your knee out and then right back underneath your hip. Good. Reach far back behind you. Awesome work. We'll be here for about 10 more seconds and then move on to the push-up and side plank. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, push-up and side plank. So come forward into your plank. On your toes or on your knees, 1 push-up, and then reach tall through your side plank. Come back down for our push-up, and then other side, reach through your side plank. Again, you can be on your toes or on your knees today. Big exhales as you reach up for the sky. Awesome work. You guys are almost there. I know these push-ups are tough, but you can do it. On to our Superman lift. Good, chin stays up off your chest when you do these push-ups. I know they're getting tough. I feel it too. In 3, 2, 1, and drop down on your stomach, Superman lift. So again, you can have your arms right beside you on your back or on your low back. Then you want to make this movement smaller. But if your back is feeling good, you're feeling strong, then you can lift up, reach, pull, and drop down. Lift up, reach, pull, and drop down. Nice work. All right, wherever you are today, we are almost done with these Superman lifts. This is definitely a challenging one. I have definitely felt this while I'm making this video for you all. Almost there. 10 seconds left, and then you guys are done. Breathing all the way through for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.